Here we go.
Here we go.
So hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
You don't have to repeat everything I say.
I can see.
We're going to invite a bunch of people to watch right now.
I can see Uncle John. Not on there. Because there are headphones.
Yeah, he's not on there right now. Uncle John's not on there. You put it back? Okay. Well, that's very nice of you.
He's not on there.
Who's not on there?
Not on there.
Who? Yeah, John's not on there. He's not on the computer right now. Huh, sweetie? I'm inviting a bunch of people to watch us talk. We're gonna hang out. We're just gonna hang out. Say, hang out. Hanging out.
What time was it down?
What?
Get down. Get down.
Yeah, the computer's turned off right now. I don't need it on at the moment.
I can't.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
You're not kidding me? Okay, that's good.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
What are you doing?
I'm inviting a bunch of people to watch so they can see how pretty you are. How awesome you are!
No, no.
I say, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding you.
Are you kidding me?
Heck no, I'm not kidding you.
Are you kidding me, Mama?
Heck no, I'm not kidding you, and I'm not your mama. I'm your dada.
Are you kidding me, Mama?
Mama's not in here. She's in the other room.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's proud of me. I can see Uncle John here.
Uncle John's not on the computer right now, sweetie. Okay. Nope, that's not. Nope.
Okay.
There we go. Hi. Well, Grandma's watching. Say hi to Grandma. You can't see her, but she can see you.
I can see Uncle John.
Uncle John is... Hi, Kenton. Uncle John is not on here right now. He might be watching later.
No.
Let's see, who's watching? Right now, just Grandma. Say hi to Grandma. You can't see her, but she can see you.
Hi, Grandma.
There you go. So what are we talking about today?
Yeah.
Say, Two Phogly Dudes Talking. Someone's over here. What are they doing? Are you kidding me?
It's Tom.
What Tub?
Tub.
Yeah, that's right. Tub and I are talking. We're the Two Phogly Dudes. Grandma said, hi, Autumn.
Hi, Nana.
See, so right there. Hi, Autumn.
Right there.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be releasing a new episode on the Campfire Conversationalist Podcast on our series, Two Phogly Dudes Talking. And in this episode, Tub and I talk about parenting.
Daddy.
What?
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? We talk about that. What? That is a button. Autumn, what does it look like I'm doing right now?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Sweetie, what am I doing?
I count the buttons.
You did. You counted the buttons. What am I doing?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow, she's counting the buttons. So in Two Phogly Dudes Talking tomorrow, we talk about parenting and how I deal with Autumn when she asks me stuff like, Daddy, what are you doing? Daddy, what are you doing? Say it.
Stay right down.
What do you think I'm doing? Huh? What do you think I'm doing? I'm making a video right now. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, Bubby. I should have.
She's learning how to play a very skilled instrument called the spring. Hey, let me switch the camera around real quick if I can figure out how to do that. Nope. Yeah. Play the spring. She's got my guitar pick right here. Use a guitar pick. Use a guitar pick. Pat your fingers like this. Okay, use a guitar pick.
I can do it.
Yeah, you can.
What's it?
Oh, say hi to Uncle Mike. Hold on. Let me flip the camera. Say hi, Uncle Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Hi, Mike.
There you go. Say, how are you?
How are you?
You can text in there if you want to say hi to Autumn.
He's here.
Oh, you can't hear or see anybody. We're doing a live video. It's different than the computer.
I can't see either.
You can't hear him now. She thinks because she has the headphones on, she's going to be able to hear you. Because when I talk to Uncle John on the computer, I put her on the computer so she can say hi to Uncle John. Right? Yeah, but this is not how this one works. This is a little different. Let's put these down. So in our podcast tomorrow that we're releasing, Tub and I talk about parenting and a bunch of other things. And it's going to be a really fun episode.
Daddy.
Yes, dear?
I want to get down.
You want to get down? Say it, please.
Please.
Say hi to everybody.
I need to.
Okay, you can get down. You go see Mama. Ugh. And it's a really fun episode. And I encourage everyone to check out the Campfire Conversationalist Podcast, Two Phogly Dudes Talking. And that's going to be tomorrow's episode. I'm dropping it tomorrow. So come check us out. If you don't know how to listen to our podcast, just go on my Facebook account and I leave plenty of links all week long. So check out the podcast on any of the links that I leave there. It's on iTunes. It's on Google Podcasts. It's on Spotify. It's on Stitcher. Anchor is the one that is mostly used for the podcast. There it is. Oh. She's putting the guitar pick back. She forgot to put it back. Hey, Summer. You want to say hi to Autumn? Autumn, come here and say hi to Summer real quick. Okay, she's coming, Summer.
Hi, Summer. Hi, Summer.
She can hear you, but you can't hear her. I know Summer's super excited to see you. She always is. So check out the Campfire Conversationalist Podcast. Tomorrow's episode, Two Phogly Dudes Talking, Part 2. And eventually, you'll see why I named it Two Phogly Dudes Talking. That's going to be in another episode. Maybe it's going to be either episode 3 or 4. And you'll find out why I named it Two Phogly Dudes Talking. Yeah, it was a fun conversation between my friend Tub and I, and you can find him if you want to contact him at all. Yeah, she's got a wonderful voice. He is Kevin Malone on Facebook. I don't know if I should say that, but I did. I'm getting crazy. So yeah, Two Phogly Dudes Talking is the series. And episode 2 comes out tomorrow. If you haven't listened to episode 1, go on our podcast and listen to episode 1. Because I broke it up into multiple pieces, but it's one conversation that was like 2.5 hours long. And I broke it up into multiple smaller conversations. So it was easier for people to listen to rather than a 2.5 hour conversation. So episode 2 of Two Phogly Dudes Talking, it's a series we're doing on the Campfire Conversationalist Podcast. And then, so I'm releasing those episodes on Friday, and then on Tuesday will be the normal podcast with John and myself. There's a really, really, really good episode coming up this Tuesday this coming Tuesday for the Campfire Conversationalist Podcast, John and I discussed the Mandela effect. And that's going to be a fun one. In fact, we're considering possibly doing a part 2 of the Mandela effect because I felt like it went very well. It was a lot of fun, but I don't think we even began to scratch the surface of what the Mandela effect is and some of the quote-unquote proofs of the Mandela effect. So I feel like we could probably have quite a few conversations on that, and it's a fun conversation, and it's something that is interesting and it's hard to prove, so it makes it kind of like in the realm of conspiracy theory. Some people think CERN is responsible for the Mandela effect. Some people, I don't know what the other theories are other than that. I know that people think it exists, but I know a majority of people, no, I shouldn't say a majority of people. There are a lot of people who think that CERN is responsible for the Mandela effect. I would like to know if anybody who is watching this is familiar with the Mandela effect. I would like to know, if you don't think it's CERN, what do you think it is that is responsible for the Mandela effect? Besides people having bad memories, that would be the other one. Obviously, that's something we've discussed. But besides CERN and bad memories or flawed memories, however you want to say it, what else do you think is potentially responsible for the Mandela effect? It's a fun conversation. It's one that's very unusual, but there certainly seems to be a lot of stuff out there to support the idea that the Mandela effect is something that is happening. Again, it's really hard to prove one way or the other. So on Tuesday, the Mandela effect episode that we recording will be published and be out and ready for people to listen to on Tuesday. And tomorrow is episode 2 of Two Phogly Dudes Talking. And this one, like I said, we talk about parenting a little bit and how we want to raise our children. It's a good episode. There's a lot of information in there. I talk about my trip in Massachusetts a little bit. I think I can talk more about my trip in Massachusetts. This is a slightly different angle other than the work. I mean, it's still about work, but it's just a different angle than my overall experience in Massachusetts. I think because it was almost a 2-month trip, I could probably talk about Massachusetts for a long time, and there's quite a few interesting things that happened, and it was also boring at the same time. I mean, for a lot of the time I was just sitting down doing nothing, but at the same time there's enough things that I think I could talk about my trip to Massachusetts I could go on and on about it. So we talk about my things that happened while I was in Massachusetts, parenting, how I learned how to be a better parent unintentionally, with one question. Just using one question, I learned how to be a better parent. So it's a fun conversation. So tomorrow, check out the Campfire Conversationalist Podcast, the Two Phogly Dudes Talking series, episode 2. That's going to be a great one. It's only like 25 or 30 minutes long. It's not a long episode. That's why I cut them up into smaller pieces so they wouldn't be long. You can listen to it on the way to work. You can listen to it while you're working. Maybe. It depends on what you do for a living. If you drive a lot between jobs, if you're a contractor or something like that, you can listen to it while you're driving. It's a shorter episode. There's a lot of good information in there. It's a fun episode. And we're just kind of sitting back and shooting a breeze, but we're also having a good conversation as well. I know if you can just listen to tomorrow's episode and you can get something out of it, but I think you want to really hear the whole conversation overall. So check out episode 1 of Two Phogly Dudes Talking, on the Campfire Conversationalist Podcast. That would be episode 4. So the first episode, which I can't remember what I titled it off the top of my head. But then episode 2 was Yeti concentration camps. Then episode 3 is becoming a death therapist. Episode 2 is part 1 of Two Phogly Dudes Talking. Episode 2. Episode 4. Wow. How did I go from... Anyways. Episode 4 is part 1 of Two Phogly Dudes Talking. And then episode 5 that we just put out this last Tuesday is The Calm Before the Storm, but Before the Archetype is the name of that episode. And then tomorrow is episode 6. It's going to be called Part 2 of Two Phogly Dudes Talking. So go listen to all of our podcasts. There's only 5 out right now, 6 tomorrow. Shouldn't take you very long to listen to them. And please, if you like the podcast, share it with other people. Give us good reviews. Give us 5-star reviews on Apple if you have an iPhone. That helps us out a lot. Sharing helps us out even more. So please tell other people about the podcast if you like it. If you don't, that's fine. Don't tell anybody about it. That doesn't hurt me at all. And we have a lot of really fun ideas too in the coming weeks. We are going to be talking about some MK Ultra stuff. Not sure if we're going to do that this week and put it out in a week and a half, or if we're going to go back to an episode 2 of the Mandela Effect, or we might just do John and I shooting the breeze again and having just chilling out, no topic in mind, just freestyle, flowing, just riffing and having a good time. We might do that as well. So that's a mystery. It'll be one of those 3 probably. Let's see, what else can we talk about while we're in front of a bunch of people watching? Yeah, so the one video I have like this, where I'm just kind of talking, and it's got like over 300 and something views. It's really weird because live the video the live video looked how I am seeing it on my phone right now, but when you rewatch it, it looks way up close like this, and it's really weird, and it has the most views, and I don't understand why. Like, who would want to watch a video of me this close? So for some weird reason, the video got cropped and whatever, and it's all up close, so that's why I'm kind of trying to hold my phone back a little bit further today in case that happens again. That wasn't the intention. You can even ask my wife and whoever ended up seeing that live. They were like, yeah, that's not how the video looks live. So for some weird reason, on one of my videos like a week or 2 ago, when I think it was when I was doing the Mandela Effect game, it was all up close like this and cropped, and it looked weird. Like, who wants to see someone's nose? That's weird. So yeah, I don't know what was up with that. But thanks to everybody who has liked and shared our podcast and our links. Please continue to do so. We really appreciate it. And if nobody does it, that's fine. I don't really care, because I'm doing this because I like hanging out with John and Tub, and these guys are my friends, and I like having conversations with them, and I think they're fun conversations. I think they're so good that they're worth recording and letting other people listen to them. If they like them, awesome. If they don't, oh well, I don't care. I still have those recorded so I can listen to them again and enjoy the conversation for myself with my good friends. So yeah, and then one of these days we'll be getting my other really good close friend Kenny on as well. So we gotta work that out too. That's kind of more of a logistical thing for him than anything. Just kind of like trying to find a time and a space where it's quiet, and he can have a quiet area without anything going on in the background. So yeah, one of these days soon we'll have Kenny on. and that'll be another fun one because Kenny and I always have good conversations. And then there's John and I, and then Tub and I. So just keep checking out our shows, man. They're fun. I like doing them. I enjoy having these conversations. They're meaningful. They're fun. So far, the feedback I've gotten is really good. So keep on doing what y'all doing and sharing the podcast. We got a lot of plays. We got a lot of plays, and I'm really happy about that. So keep doing that. You guys have been awesome. All right, so I guess that's the end of it for right now. I'm Dreadmat, and I'm out.